In this video, I'm going to show you how to remove a broken nail from wood. Now before we start, we're going to have to break this nail. So we've got our safety goggles, we're just going to put those on and we're just going to break this nail off. So there we go, now we've got a broken nail. I'm going to show you how we can remove it. So now we've completely lost the head of our nail, so we're not going to be able to get a bar underneath that or a claw hammer underneath that to prise it up. So our only method is to try and recreate that head somehow, and this is where vice grips or mole grips come in perfectly. So you're going to take your pair of mole grips. These ones are brilliant. I watched some reviews on different types. These are just some Stanley ones. I've put these in my toolbox now and I've had them for about 6 months. I've never had any complaints. They just get the job done. So take your vice grips. These are brilliant because they're adjustable on the end and they actually clamp onto things. They've got some serrated teeth, so you can clamp them onto the nail and recreate that head. You want to set these just a bit smaller than the diameter of the nail, and then you want to make sure they're really well clamped on. That went on a bit too easy. You'll get used to playing with these, but they are fantastic. So there, we've got our mole grips on. As you can see, we're securely clamped on to the nail. There's no head there to speak of. And next, we need to get some leverage on this to extract this nail. So we're going to take a scrap packer or a scrap piece of wood to protect our surface. We can either use a claw hammer if you've got one, and your job is to try and get it under the vice grips. It's going to be a little bit tricky as the claw on the hammer is going to want to interfere with that. So if you've got one to hand, it's always better to use a bar. So you want to get that under there, and then all we're going to do is use this bar as we normally would, but instead of the head of the nail, we've now got our vice grips. It's always handy to have a few packers available, because you can always use packers to apply more leverage. So we can put a packer there, and as this nail starts to pull out, we can add another packer. So we put that there, and we'll just get it started. And once the nail starts to pull up, slip another packer in for more leverage. And all we're doing is pushing down on the back end of the bar, and as we push down on the back, we've got our V groove underneath our mole grips, and then that pulls out. So that is how you would remove a nail with no head that's stuck in a piece of wood. So if you found this video helpful and you've learned something, drop us a like. If you yourself have some other tips you'd like to share, let other people know in the comments. And if you want to be updated with more of our DIY help videos, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.